Today's video is going to be my October and November sketchbox that I got. I have the premium box that I get every month, and I've debated recently about stopping it after doing it for about 6 months, and I debated it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go another month or two and just let it go, because there was things in the packages that I liked, but I think I started my sketchbox before I really learned about a lot of the products. So now that I'm starting to learn more and hear about things more and feel more confident about using the products, I'm going to revisit all my boxes, which I did a couple months back, but I'm going to redo that because I'm so excited about these 2 recent boxes that I've gotten. I actually wasn't going to do videos anymore of the last sketch box. I just included in my haul video for the month. So I pay $40 for the premium, and you know, every month you get a box, and you always get a piece of artwork, and someone created this piece of artwork by the products that you get in the box that month. So everything used here was you know, in the box, and it tells you about the artist, a little bit about them and where they're from, and contact even information if you want to follow them. So that's really neat. And so first I'm going to just start with October's box, and then we'll go into November's. And they give you the price, a retail price of everything on this card on the back, and tells you a little bit about each one. So first off, we have the Fiber Castell 9000 2H pencil, which looks like this. This hard lead pencil is great for sketching and offers minimal smudging. So who doesn't need a good sketch pencil? Well, if you don't draw, that'd be one, which would be me. But you never know. I can use it. It's a pencil. Next, you got the Cure-Take by Moji Fung brush pen. A unique twist on a classic brush, this navy pen offers a lot of versatility in lines it creates. So I'm not really sure what this hoop is. Maybe to keep it hung upright. I don't know. But it has a little cushion pad on it, which I thought was really nice to kind of keep your hand from moving, is my thought, because I feel like it's more for writing, but you know, clearly it was used. This is the blue, so this is what it was used in the card. And I'll show you a little example that I wrote with. Next we got the same company, Cure-Take Photo, I'm butchering these, Quabra number 30. This dual tip black brush pen contains a traditional brush tip on one side and a fine liner on the other. So you have your traditional brush tip and a fine liner. Next we have this, which is Scenario Indian ink. Use this 30 milliliter bottle of rich black ink to fill in flat areas with the brush, or dilute it with water to create varied values. I haven't really played with inks. I have some that I have bought, some acrylic inks, but I haven't played with them yet. But I did, you know, mess with this and play with this a little bit. So super excited to get into that. Next, this is probably my favorite out of the entire box. This October box is the Speedball Copper ink, It says it's custom. We work with Speedball to develop this metallic ink, which offers a rich accent to other inks in this month's box. So depending on whether this is shook up or not, it separates and you get a green color. So you got to make sure you shake it up. But I tell you what, gorge. Just absolutely love it. So next we have the Princeton Angle Shader 3/8. This brush allows for thin lines and is great for filling in large areas with ink. So I only was playing with this and it already stained from the black ink. And it's a really nice brush, so I don't want it stained right yet. So I used a different brush than when I was playing. Next, Jelly Roll Medium White Gel Pen. The best white gel pen available, perfect for adding thin lines or correcting edges. And I have a bunch of these, so that's just adding too. And then last, you got this custom Ardham cotton paper pad, hot press 245 GSM, 4x6 inches, 12 sheets, warm white, thick and absorbent. This paper allows for crisp, thick lines and textured effects. So here is the samples. I don't think I had this quite mixed up as, sorry, I have my nails stained. You'll see what that stain from the next box. My mat has everything in my hands. So this one maybe wasn't quite mixed up as well as it could have been, but I did mix it more, and it came out more coppery. But it was super nice. And then I did try it in a coloring book, like with flat paper, and it seemed to do just about the same here. So that's exciting to use. So this is the black dual tip, and then the blue. It writes really super nice. And of course the black, that was just one swipe of it, so it's not double layered, so it would cover up well. So yeah, but I'm really excited to try out this ink in a background. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with that one. So for November, and I don't know what I did with my card. Not by there. All right. So, and it says down in here what month it is. And this is the artwork for November. And the artist. So I'll put that up there so you can see it. And I was just super thrilled with this one here. So it's kind of right up my alley. So first we have Kohinoor, I don't even know, graphite pencil B. Use the soft lead sketch pencil for laying down quick lines and adding shadows. So another pencil. And then you have this Curatake Zig Brush 20 Petite, a perfect companion for plain air painting. This compact travel airbrush is great for adding washes of color when urban sketching. So basically, and it sucker is hard to open. I don't know why it's so hard to open. I had it off here before. So basically you fill up your barrel, and there's just a hole here, so I'm not sure how well this actually works, or if it it's meant more for like watercolor, then you don't need a controller, I guess. But you wouldn't want to keep water in it. You want to dump it because obviously with nothing to stop it here. So that's basically, and you just stick this back in and you have a little to-go water brush. So I thought that was really neat. And then they made Sketchbox coordinated with Take and developed this custom Zig watercolor palette. This 12 color palette is inspired by traditional watercolor painters with modern twists. Opaque pigments help to stand out on a toned pad. Transparent colors make deep washes, and we've included a metallic for shimmery details. This in itself was awesome to receive. This is something I've seen, maybe not the specific brand, but I've seen it in other people's. I think Coloring with K had this stuff. But it's the Color Sparks, not this brand, but Color Sparks watercolor powder. The Wisteria watercolor powder in this month's box offers a rich, multi-dimensional pigment mixed with water to use it as a watercolor or sprinkled on a wet surface for a fun blooming effect. Oh boy, I went to town, and that's why my fingernails are stained. So that would be my one suggestion. If you are to get any of these powders, to be very careful because it does stain. I did a quick wash. If I get right down in there, it might be better. So we'll see. Next, you got two of these. Archer and Olive Acrylograph pen. There's white and navy. This water-based acrylic pen is great for creating contrast, and its opaque ink dilutes water well in water. Activate these pens by pressing the nib to a hard surface. So they don't, oh yeah, they do have a thing in it. I didn't even realize that because I didn't say to shake it, but I did activate them already and play with them. So I'll show you here. And then you have a custom, this toned watercolor paper, gray 4x6 200 GSM 15 sheets. This absorbent light gray pad offers a contrasting mid-tone to the materials in this month's box, and a slightly textured surface is great for watercolor and a variety of mediums. So I did play around, and I yeah. So this is the watercolors here. All of these here. This here was me putting this powder in a palette and then adding like a drop or two, and it was like this dark purplish brown. I added a drop more of water and it got like this, and then more water and it got like this. So crazy that you can use it this way, because I've only seen people like wet the paper and then splatter it for the blooming effect, which I'll show you an example of that. So I was curious to see how this, I mean, I just wanted to use up the what was left in the palette. I had just added a little bit more powder to this after I washed it out. Added more powder to get back to this color, and this was just a smidge amount of powder, and it, you know, covered that. And there's even some flakes of glitter, which I don't know, maybe I accidentally got them in there, but I decided to do where you wet the sheet, and just because it creates such a mess, so I didn't show it on camera, but that may be here in the future once I get the technique down, because there is a bit of technique to actually like shooting the powder, because it shows different effects. So I'll kind of show you. This was my first attempt, and I mean, I don't know if you can, oh yeah, there, see this like coppery color in there? It's awesome. I want more like effect like this. So obviously this is where it was more concentrated than not. I then pulled out, because I know this is on special paper, so I then pulled out, this is a page in Jade Summers that I was practicing with the mermaid watercolors. And so I wetted the paper, which this is a cheap paper, but I was just kind of curious to see what this powder would do. I mean, and then there's the effect of it. It's pretty cool. I probably went a little heavy on it, but, and then I broke out, if you saw my last haul, this is just this book here, because it had a little bit thicker paper. Not real thick, but thicker. So I was just kind of curious to see, you know, bleed through, and do it on a page that I didn't think that I would color. So, and it does, I think you need to wipe after you're done, because it's still coming off of my hands and stuff. So you have to definitely go a little lighter than what I did. So that would be my suggestion. So what this mess is here is I wetted this and I squirted. And then I came down here and I wetted this and I squirted. And then I was going to do the same thing here, but the powder was already bits of powder, just bits of the powder were over here. And as soon as my wet paintbrush touched it, that's what it did. So I lived and learned on that one. So I don't know everything about it yet, so I can't really teach you guys, but I just was super excited about it, and before I use it all, I figured I would just share with you a little bit of these things. But also, I don't know if you notice here, this is blue, which is this, because it's on tan, it looks black. This is white, and I know it's kind of hard to see it, but right here is the white. My poor nails. I painted this purple over top the white, and look what it did. So, you know how on the last one it said that the jelly rolls were the best? I mean, this covers really well. I just don't know if it's going to soak in. And I haven't tried it on pencils, but I am going to try this sucker on pencil, because maybe that's what it is. It'll soak in. But it was kind of odd that the paint did that over top of the white and made it glowing. But I'm going to see what this does over top pencil, because it might be an alternative to the jelly roll. However, it's also $5.29 according to this. So, and I might need to shake it up more for it to get thicker. Oh yeah, it seemed to be a little better. I feel like it's absorbing, but it could be this paper, because this is watercolor paper as well. Let me grab... It doesn't seem to be taking in that color like it did with the paint. So yeah, I mean, it might be an alternative to the jelly roll and the Posca. Maybe. Wonder if I can get them cheaper. So thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions about the Sketchbox membership, I know it's not, those videos haven't been really the greatest view wise, but if you're curious about a product and you don't know, you know, sometimes you just spend more, you have to buy more, that kind of thing. This was my thought to introduce me to products I wouldn't necessarily buy for myself because I'm scared of them or of using them and not knowing how to use them. So that's why I've done the membership. But I just wanted to share these things with you because I was super excited about, you know, the watercolors, just because I'm on that kick right now. The watercolor powder, of course, a portable water brush. These were really nice. I really liked how this blue wrote, and of course the black ink, and the paintbrush. I mean, I was super excited about all of that. So really, out of everything else, is just these pencils and the pads, which I can always use these for, you know, doodling, trying products, sampling, that kind of thing. So really, you know, it was okay. But then when you look at the whole of it, you're like, is it worth the money? So that's where you kind of gotta weigh it. Right now, for me, it's been okay. But that's where you're gonna have, like, I just don't know how long it'll continue where I get new products, you know, that I haven't seen. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Take care.